Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is highly requested. All of you guys have been commenting, asking me how keto is going and my weight loss journey is going. But first, I have a little surprise for you guys. Today's video is sponsored by Hum Nutrition, and they were kind enough to send over some vitamins for us to try. That's right. Time for a giveaway. And I'm so excited for you guys to try these vitamins out. I have really enjoyed taking them, and I'm not really a vitamin person, to be honest, but I pulled through, took these every day, and my nails are so long. I mean, it's insane. Someone stopped and asked me the other day if my nails were fake, and I was like, no, they're real. I've been growing them out. It's these new vitamins I've been taking. It's insane. Anyways, these vitamins are sustainably sourced, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, contain no artificial colors or preservatives. Great company. I really enjoyed interacting with them. The product is really good. And look at my nails. It's insane. Also, my hair has grown a lot too. Since I got my hair cut almost 2 months ago, that my hair has grown back significantly, and my skin is just like amazing as well. They also sent over Big Chill, which helps you cope with signs of stress. Now, I like to take this one at night to help me kind of unwind for the day. Like when I get off of work, I'll take one, and then I'll usually like journal or read a book, and it just kind of helps me relax, you know? I had a really good time using these vitamins. No digestive problems, no reactions, no issues. Everything was, I guess you could say, perfect. I had literally no problems. So it's safe to say that I recommend these to you guys, and I want to give you some to try. So here are the rules for the giveaway. Very simple. All you have to do is go to my Instagram page, Keto subscribe and comment on any picture what your favorite keto food is, and that you're interested in the giveaway. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'm going to leave the giveaway open until September 30th. So you guys have plenty of time to enter in, and I will DM you letting you know who the winner is and get your address and mail it out to you. I'm so excited for you guys to try these vitamins. Big thank you to Hum Nutrition for supporting me and my channel. Let's get to the video. So back in February was the last video that you guys saw of my weight loss keto journey, and pretty much about like 2 weeks after that video, I was on the verge of going through some deep mental health, spiritual development, I guess you could say. I was in a deep depression. I had a ton of anxiety. I was just very unhappy. And during that time, I basically quit keto and just focused on my mental health. I was so deep in this depression and anxiety that I literally would not cook dinner, barely went grocery shopping, lived off of frozen foods. The microwave was my best friend during those 2 months. And I just was in no capacity able to do a diet, let alone keto. So I want to be completely real with you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. This is my life, and this is real life. And I'm definitely not gonna bash keto at all either. I love keto. I honestly think it's a really great diet if you want to lose weight very quickly. And I think it's also a very healthy diet as well. I mean, no carbs and no sugar, and you're eating vegetables and proteins and healthy fats. I mean, ideally, it's a really great diet. It really is. And I'm not gonna bash it. The things I want to talk about in this video are my problems with keto, the things that did not work for me. I also want to talk about mental health and self-love. And I also want to talk about where my journey is taking me and what I'm going to be doing over the next couple months, because, you know, health is very important, and I really want to take care of my body, so I have to have a game plan. I guess let's start off with topic number 1. What are my problems with keto? My number 1 problem with keto is that it is just so restrictive. Things that are healthy, fruits are healthy for you, and it was very hard for me to stay away from bananas. I love bananas. I love bananas so much, and I love apples, and I'm really missed having those fruits in my life. And I feel in my opinion, it's better for you to reach for fruit than a candy bar, or it's better for you to have a banana than have a hot fudge sundae from McDonald's. It is just so restrictive, and it's almost to the point where it's like labeling foods as good and bad. And I couldn't function like that. And this ties into my next topic, which is, you know, having self-love for yourself and loving yourself and not being ashamed of yourself is something that I've been working on over the last couple of months, going through my spiritual and mental health journey, is not letting shame take over my life. And to me, shame goes hand in hand with labeling foods good and bad, because if you have bad foods, that means you're bad, and when you're bad, that means you're shaming yourself. So it's like, it was so hard for me to get out of that mentality. It's still a struggle today, because like, for instance, if I have some fries, I'm like, oh, those are bad, like I shouldn't be having that, I'm bad because I'm eating that. And then you go through this whole shame circle. So right now I'm at the point in my life where I'm going through my self-love journey. I no longer want to be in shame anymore for how I look, for how much I weigh, for what foods I eat. And I also just don't want to be in that restrictive, you can't have this, you can't have that. Because when you can't have something, and I just don't know if this is me, but psychologically, like, I feel like as humans, I don't think it's just me, but as humans, if you can't have something, it makes you want it more. Like, I don't know if that's just a little rebel in all of us, or if that's our ego or what, but when you can't have something, it's almost kind of like your brain dials in on it, and you're just like, oh my God, I want more of it. I want more. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. I honestly feel like weight loss is diet and mental health. Like, those two things go hand in hand. For me, exercise is like great. It's great to get your body moving, get the endorphins going, and, be active. But for me personally, I feel like it's diet and mental health. You have to make sure that your mental health is in check. If you're not in it for the goodness of yourself, to make yourself feel better, to know that you're worthy of eating healthy foods, that you're worthy of weight loss, and stop self-sabotaging yourself, that's where you get into that cycle, that shame circle of eating good foods, being good, being a good girl, doing what you're supposed to be doing. And as soon as you have something bad, then I'm bad, I'm this, I'm that negative self-talk. So right now at this point, with me being on this, journey that I'm on of positivity, positive self-talk, self-love, really just digging into the root of why I want to lose weight, and why I want to be healthy, and why I have such a hard time letting go of those habits. That's kind of like where I'm at right now, and I'm kind of like dabbling into what my triggers are and what makes me gain weight, lose weight, feel the way that I do. And so the $1 million question is, did you lose weight? Did you gain weight? What's the deal? Are you starting keto again? What's the plan? Well, to be honest with you, it has been a year. Okay, I started keto in June of 2018, and I have gained back almost all the weight that I have lost. I think I'm like maybe 8 pounds away from when I started a year ago. 8 pounds from when I started. Now, I quit keto back in March, and I actually maintained my weight from March until May. So for almost 2.5 months, I maintained my weight with a healthy, balanced lifestyle. I mean, like, I would pretty much do low carb during the day, and then I would kind of like splurge a little bit at night, maybe have like, a little bit of chocolate, or I would have like maybe some mashed potatoes, or maybe like, a sweet potato, like kind of like those carbs that are like not terrible for you, but that are also not keto friendly. So I would just kind of like have a balanced diet, and it was awesome, and I loved it. I loved having that balanced diet, low carb during the day, splurging a little bit at night, and just being what I call carb conscious. right? Counting your carbs and making sure that you're under at least 100 to 150 a day carb conscious. That's my thing, and it really worked for me. I maintained my weight for 2.5 months. I did not lose weight, but I also did not gain weight either. So I was very proud of myself to have that balanced diet where I didn't feel like I was like depriving myself of those foods that give me that pleasure and like that I love. And so then we go back to the whole thing of mental health. Why do certain foods trigger a pleasure response in my brain or give me that sense of happiness? And so then it goes back to, you know, I need to learn how to retrain my body, retrain my mind, retrain my subconscious to not be triggered by certain foods. So, it's a total mind, if you ask me. I guess what I'm just trying to say is you have to get your mental health in order and know the reason why you do the things you do, why you have the habits that you have, and why it's hard for you to lose weight. So, like I said, I'm in that process right now of figuring out what my triggers are, what foods give me pleasure, you know, where that feeling is coming from, why I get those feelings. And I really do want to update you guys on my journey of how that's going. But I kind of felt like keto was kind of setting me up for a little bit of an eating disorder. And I'm not going to like, you know, bash keto. Like I said, it was just not a really great situation. And like I said, I was doing intermittent fasting during all of this. So it was almost kind of like I wouldn't eat for a certain amount of hours because I cheated on my diet. And I would fast, starving myself, fast, until I would have my next meal that would be keto friendly. So it was just like this cycle, like of just like I would have something I wasn't supposed to have, and then I would have shame, and then I would starve myself, fast, and then I would eat healthy, and then I would be doing really good for a couple weeks, and then I would have something bad, and then I would fast. And it's just, to me, it's a setup. It's a setup for failure. It's a setup for shame. It's a setup for an eating disorder. I mean, I don't even know if that's a real eating disorder. I really don't even know. Anyways, this was kind of turned into like a whole thing, but going forward, I do want to adapt that healthy lifestyle. I do want to continue doing keto, maybe a modified version of keto, like maybe under 100 carbs a day and not so much fat, because if you're doing carbs and you're doing fat, you're definitely going to gain weight. That is pretty much the standard American diet is high carb, high fat, and that's a setup for weight gain. And so I kind of don't want to do full keto. I want to do a modified version, like a sweet potato, or maybe like a banana, or like those healthy carbs, not the carbs that are full of sugar, processed grains. You know, you get what I'm saying, right? And so that's kind of what I want to do. So I think I do want to continue doing keto recipe videos for you guys, because I personally love cooking. I love cooking. It's a passion of mine. If I can do keto 80% of the time and then do like, you know, carb conscious 20% of the time, that's what I'm working on. Like moderation is the goal, is the end game, and that is a psychological thing that has to be trained and taught. And I'm working on it, guys. I'm trying, okay? It's not easy to undo all of those habits and subconscious thoughts, and it's gonna be a learning process. I'm, you know, disappointed that I ended up gaining most of the weight back, but at the end of the day, the self-love that I have for myself is keeping me from being shamed about it and being hard on myself, because I already have that in my DNA of being overly self-critical. I've just come to realize that, you know, if I want to change, I have to change what's in here. to change what's out here. I will link down below some weight loss affirmations that I like to listen to. You wouldn't think that would have a really big effect on you, but they actually do. And I've been listening to the weight loss affirmations a lot lately, and I noticed that they kind of replay in my mind. And for instance, instead of grabbing a bag of chips, which are keto friendly, the Quest chips, okay? They're only 5 net carbs. Instead of grabbing that, maybe I'll grab some carrots or some celery and peanut butter. You know what I mean? Like those little tiny things that get planted in your mind can affect the little changes that you make throughout your life. And that's not just with weight loss, that's like with everything. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope that you guys take something away from it. I am not bashing keto. I still believe in keto. It just maybe wasn't the great fit for me psychologically. Yeah, going forward, I'm gonna keep cooking keto foods. I'm gonna probably keep posting keto videos and updates for you guys. But it's probably gonna be a little bit more of a 80-20 type situation. So don't be shaming me if you see me eating something I'm not supposed to be eating in one of my vlogs or anything like that, because like I said, moderation, 80-20. I love you guys so much. I hope you like this video. I hope I inspired you or put a thought in your head, or maybe just made you look at things a little bit differently. That's all I want, is to spread light and love and inspire. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!